Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your extra daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with a new tier 6 which is called Pavlok tank. So yeah, this is quite interesting vehicle. I already have ratings on all tanks in the index page, fellas. If you haven't seen that, feel free to check it out. And to be fair with you, it is looking like interesting vehicle. I made a decision to play with 115 alpha damage gun, 137 millimeters of penetration, and with a gold 185 millimeters of penetration. What and how I rated this vehicle? I rated this vehicle as a good tank. At least I played a couple of games with this tank and I had pretty nice experience. Why so? Because gun handling of this tank is looking like a solid banana out of 10. At least I appreciate this tank gun handling. DPM is also looking pretty nice as well. So I don't really think there is many bad things which we could say about this tank. All in all, I understand this is not the easiest tank to play with, and a lot of people can be annoyed with this low alpha damage gun, right? And speaking about the other choice, a big boy alpha damage gun, I do not think big boy alpha damage gun is worth it, if you know what I mean. I just simply do not think it is worth it. Oh, heavy tank number 6, really? Thanks, man. Well, sometimes, fellas, your allies can be bigger enemies than enemies themselves. We just lost 1/3 of HP because our gentleman decided to hide behind us, which is completely understandable. This is a gaming situation and he is not thinking what he is doing, right? Or maybe this gentleman doesn't care what he is doing. Obviously, it is not that bad, right? We are going to fix everything. We are going to take the typical sniper schnitzel position here and we should be completely fine. Now look at this tank armor. Lower plate is penetratable with the standard shells, but other than that it is not so simple and it is not so easy to penetrate this tank unless you are loading gold. If you are loading gold, then this vehicle is not that big of a deal, and this vehicle is not that humongous problem, if you know what I mean. And you can clearly see you can definitely penetrate this vehicle with a gold, right? And obviously I am speaking about the enemy Pavlok tank, right? All and all, I would say this is quite nicely balanced tank, and this is not looking like a big pile of poop or unplayable tank at the first place, right? I think it is quite nicely balanced and it is one of the better tier 6 vehicles, at least in my humble opinion, right? Luckily we are sitting in extremely good position, so from here we should be able to punish enemies like there is no tomorrow. At least that's what I want to believe. So let's start our journey. Let's claim enemy lives. Step by step, little by little, fellas, this Oi is not going to enjoy himself. And as you can see, we are shredding this guy like hot knife through the butter. And once again, it is kind of worth to highlight, I would say. This tank is looking pretty good even via the long range, right? Which is important thing to say, I would say. Holy bananas. Look how many of them is here. I am feeling like this is a shooting practice, if you know what I mean. Like we would play in the training room and enemies are going one by one, little by little, and they are saying, "No, are you capable of penetrating me on the flat ground and in the open field?" This is how it feels like, fellas, honestly. And once again, even going with APCR ammunition, as you can see, there was quite some situations when we did not penetrate the enemies here. Good. Skill, what have you done here? I knocked down the tree for obvious reasons. I simply want to have a bit better situation for myself and a bit better position for myself as well. Okay, I'm getting spotted because of this slide, but that's completely fine. We are just starting our journey, and in fact at this point I am going to relocate from here because I have no business of doing here for obvious reasons, right? And we are going to take this typical position up here, and hopefully we will get some assisting damage slash some damage dealt. Now, the worst thing about this tank, and we definitely need to highlight, is gun depression. Minus 5 degrees of the gun depression, it is not even close for being decent or good or whatever, right? This is not a good gun depression. Keep this in mind, fellas. This is not a good gun depression. We took one for the team from the guy who had a bigger alpha damage gun, but once again I probably got penetrated into the lower plate, I have a feeling. Or into cupola, but I cannot see the hit into cupola, so that's lower plate hit over there. Once again, completely understandable and nothing too crazy and nothing unusual. I think the big alpha damage gun can work as well, right? I have no doubts whatsoever the big alpha damage can work, but I don't really think it is the first priority choice or something. Although there is plenty of people who loves the bigger alpha damage gun, and there is nothing shameful with it, even though if it is not for everyone, right? Okay, what do I want to see? I want to see this Type 64 for obvious reasons. That's what I want to do. Unfortunately, that's a miss. Luckily for us, we are not spotted. This light tank is relocating like there is no tomorrow. I wonder who is carrying the game and who is the one who is responsible for this situation. I would say Type 64 could do very, very nice spotting, right? And he is doing excellent job here. We cannot make a hardcore pressure like this, at least I really doubt we can, and I don't really think it is worth it. He's trying to escape, good. Take this. Very nice, he's down to 2-shottable. Or kind of 3-shottable, depends on the role we are going to make. And look at this beauty, our Skoda is eliminating the Pavlok tank, very nice. So all we need to do at this point we need to start repushing this side. And if we are going to do everything properly, we should be relatively fine with all this. How we are going to make pressure for enemies? I would say we are going to go straight like this. By the way, you know what is the weird thing? It is not 15-1. Can we take a second to appreciate this? It is not 15-1. Mamma mia, who could ever expect that? Okay, so I have a plan, I have an idea, I have a strategy, and we are crafting a bit better. And we are crafting a bit better angle for the guys who are sitting here, right? That's straightforward. I know the Cover 2 is using the derp gun. I am very, very well aware of that, but in the same time, unfortunately, but I cannot change anything. Meanwhile, A46 is flanking our Dicker Max, and in fact, Dicker Max is dead. So yeah, we are not sitting in extremely good situation, my friends. I repeat, we are not sitting in extremely good situation. Okay, we cleared this side, now we need to go up like this, and I think we need to start considering our life choices, going for a base defense, I would say. This is one of the better things what we could do. Meanwhile, how are you doing? Right into the lower plate, that's very, very nice. Since he's not paying attention at us, we can smack him once again. Now he is paying attention at us, but this could be a bit too late already, and hopefully he is dead. Nice. Okay. 2 light tanks. Those light tanks have a humongous advantage, okay? I truly mean it, fellas. The light tanks have a huge advantage in their favor. No, RNG, please let me hit him. Thank you. Ooh. Not really. What is the penetration with a high explosives? 38. This should be relatively fine. I don't really think it is looking that bad, honestly. I'm not going to make the pressure first, although maybe I should. They are escaping. This is not looking easy, fellas. Okay. Are they going to make a hardcore pressure for us or not? This is the question now. Are they going to make a hardcore pressure? That's what we have. Let's see. Gun depression is a problem. This is the main reason why this vehicle is not epic, by the way. If this tank would have just tiny touch better gun depression, I would say we could easily, I repeat, easily rate this tank epic. My gears are turning. I'm trying to figure out how to play this game and how to beat the living crap out of the enemies, but this is not so simple. Oh yes, that could be the game-changing shot. Or not. Or not. I need to take this position here, I think. I think I need to take this position here. Now, if the things will go well, they might go and try to cap the base. If they are going to do so, we should be able to punish them for their mistakes and for their stupidity, right? That's the plan, that's the hope, that's the dream. So, could you please go and cap the base, fellas? And I kind of need to spot them coming for us. If I am not going to do that, we are going to have a humongous problem. Ooh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Okay. Type 64 spotted me. That's not a big deal. This is not a big deal, fellas. I think I need to go. Good. Can I turn in time? Yes, I can. Just like this. And victory! No! 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 Well, that's the first for me, fellas. That's the first for me. Holy bananas from Banana Land. Well, what can I say? Definitely not victory. Anyways, that was a great game. I had a good time. 3.2 thousand damage, 200 assisting damage. Everything went very, very well, and I can't complain that much. This tank as a tier 6, it is truly powerful vehicle. Obviously, we lost a bit of the credits here, but it doesn't really matter whatsoever. That was a good one, fellas. I truly did not want to lose or to draw the game like this, but it is how it is. No complaints, no regrets, fellas. GG's. Okay, look. Everything is fine. I am feeling completely happy with this tank, and I truly appreciate this tier 6. I think it is not broken, and I think it is relatively well balanced, and I don't really think it is the easiest tank to play with, right? Also, just for showing purposes, I want to show this tank has another option, and that other option is 240 alpha damage gun, and in certain situations this gun can work better, but the thing is the DPM is so much lower, and in the same time dispersion is shittier, and the aiming time is not so great. But you know what, for one game, let's play with this gun. I know this is not a top choice, at least for me, but I know there is going to be quite a bit of people who are going to play with this gun, so why not to showcase this gun as well? Also, a quick information, look how much gold ammunition costs, 4,400. Ay, Dios míos, that's no bueno. Anyways, let's teleport into the round number 2. Let's go. And we are back in round number 2. So what do we have? We have a Siegfried line, right? I believe we are going to be relatively aggressive. I think we are going to take this position just because we can, and just because playing in the ridge line can work very well for us. Also, we have our baboon signature on the sign, so Arta shouldn't focus us. Fingers crossed, okay? So let's see. And by the way, quick information, I do not really have the field modifications on this tank yet. So with the field modifications, I have no doubts this tank would look a bit stronger and a bit better overall, right? That's definitely a worth thing to highlight. Okay, by the looks of it, enemies do not have anyone here, and that's completely understandable, that's completely fine. Now, let's try to pay attention how this gun is behaving. How this gun is behaving. Aim time is definitely visibly longer, and you can say whatever you want, it is just the case, right? Accuracy is not as good as with a previous gun, but in the same time it can definitely work. It's not like it is not working, and it's not like you are going to miss every single shot, because it is not the case, right? Meanwhile, our Pavlok tank is taking one for the team from the enemy Arta, and tier 7 is getting closer. So what I need to do, I need to kind of escape a bit. I am not a big fan of the current situation, but we are going to be fine. So, let's try to relocate just a bit, so our sniper schnitzels will be able to beat the living crap out of this gentleman here. We definitely need to have a nice angle. Meanwhile, Skoda is not paying attention, so we are going to smack him once. Mistakes with this tank is with this gun is extremely crucial. By saying this is, if with a previous gun you are missing and you are losing on 2 seconds, with this tank you are losing on 7. So there is definitely a difference. There is definitely a difference, fellas. Is it unplayable? No. And you know, in the end of the day, I believe everything is depending on the person's style, right? Not everyone likes this pow gun when you are barely doing 100 damage, right? So this gun obviously can be an option. I truly do not like this, because this dirty clicker, he's not even considering about aiming for anyone else. So how the things are looking like, it is not looking that great, my friends. Let's take our time to aim, and let's try to hit the T-34-85. Obviously we did not penetrate him, but that's World of Tanks for you, right? And yeah, we have a problem. We have a problem. By far, this battle is looking like the worst game I had with this tank. Oop. No, that's not my cup of tea. This is not my cup of tea. The thing is, there is some problems. Our team is winning the game. I believe that's clear. And we need to get involved somehow. And if we are not going to be involved somehow, this is going to be a game over, and this is GG. Beautiful shot up the butt for Skoda. That's very nice. We took one for the team from this gentleman here. He penetrated us into the turret, I assume. Maybe in the side, hard to say. But as you can see, I personally do not like this gun, okay? I do not really think it is a fair trade or it is good. Maybe if both guns would have same accuracy or same DPM, you know, maybe then we could have a conversation and we could say, well, no, this gun has that, this gun has that. But currently the situation is a bit different. This gun has nothing apart alpha damage, right? That's the whole thing. Luckily for us, we are definitely lucky and we hit enemy straight in the face, right? That was very, very good. Can we punish this guy? We can't, and we are getting penetrated. Yeah. Ay. What can you do? Russia. Maybe I just simply need to yell Russia more often. What do you think? Maybe that's the right play with this tank. Yelling Russian non-stop can definitely work. Okay, what to do now? What to do now? What to do now? What to do now? I believe CS44 is absolutely dead. He cannot change this. Very nice. We know the tier 7 is sitting somewhere here, and we have friend Akadiker Max, and our friend supposed to hit him in the face as well. If the things will go well, yep, he took one for the team. That's awesome. Can we hit him as well? Beautiful. We definitely punished this gentleman. Very, very nice. Now, if he is shooting, he is dead. If he is not shooting, he is dead as well. So at least that's something. Meanwhile, I'm trying to blind fire the Arta. Arta is definitely sitting somewhere here. If I would be Arta, what I would do? I would probably not use keyboard. This is what I think. Okay, let's try to go for a blind shot like so. Not that easy. Okay, let's wait for it. Eventually, he is going to get spotted. He is spotted. He is over there. Is he moving? He is not moving. Let's try to hit him. Oh, boys, that was a beautiful shot. That was a beautiful shot, my friends. Another one, maybe. Unfortunately, I am not that lucky. Can we go for another one? Pretty please. He should be here, and he is officially dead. Okay, I cannot say this game was shit, okay? I definitely can't say that. But in the same time, I think that their gun is just simply better. Say whatever you want, but that's what I think. And you know what? I think for this video, we did everything what I wanted to do. I wanted to show you a small PP gun, and I wanted to show a big PP gun. I showed both of them, and I don't feel like we need to play the third battle with this vehicle. What do you think, fellas? 69,000 profits, that's something, and both of the games were relatively long, so that's nice. Anyways, after 2 games, our performance with this vehicle is 2,400 damage and 1,600 assisting damage, and I played couple of battles yesterday just to test this vehicle, and the average performance is 2.4 plus 800, but I won't maintain this. It is just simply impossible. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you had an amazing time, and I hope you enjoyed yourself together with us, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.